Hey everybody, Steele here. So I just want to show you guys a VW bus we recently completed. It came to us from another shop that had not quite been able to get it done, so we took it out to the job over. Bus belongs to a dude named Eric, and it was pretty bad. It actually imported from Brazil, so you can imagine what it was like. I think they used to carry a water buffalo in this dude, and they used to ride on the roof. Anyway, we replaced the side, as you can see. We strapped it up, and we actually used panel adhesive to glue it in place. All the panels were a little off because, of course, the thing was from Brazil. So everything's just a little bit different. So everything had to have a little bit of adjustment to make it work. But this panel actually wasn't too bad. Back here in the back, however, it was a bitch. Both those corners are just a little bit bigger than what the original bus was. So we had to cut them down to make them work on there. Here's a picture of the back of it all assembled finally. It took quite a bit of work to get that to look nice like that. But that's all brand new, even the centerpiece that holds up the engine hatch. We used the lower portion of the rear corner because the upper portion was still pretty nice. You can see the passenger side quarter panel replaced here. It's already been installed, and here's a picture of the doors. These doors were a nightmare. The hinges, nothing was even close to what it should have been. So we got to do quite a bit of adjustment to make this work. Here's a picture with the face and all everything removed, doors and all the vertical bars removed, everything. So we got it pretty good. There's the new lower braces on the frame, and then we just started adding to the front of it. You can see here we started adding the new uprights. We blended them in with the original ones because going into the roof, we just couldn't, without removing the roof, it would have been too much to use the whole vertical. We started with doors first to get the position of the front vertical in position. Got new lower areas below the doors also. Those are new. Every vertical except for two, I think, were replaced on this car. So there's a door frame installed, getting the open close, get to sit right in the hole. Here's the passenger side, we're getting ready to install it. And then here's a picture of both doors on it, opening and closing, and aligned. So then we started to adjust the front face area to be able to put the front face on it. In between, we decided to go ahead and do the roof. Because we had some weather coming, so we went ahead and straightened the roof out and got it. You can see how bad it was. There's 6 acres of Bondo. We tried to change the roof on it, but he didn't want to. So, anyways, we ended up with this roof. It came out nice at the end of the day, but it was a lot of work to get this thing to look good. So here's a picture of the front all assembled with the new face on it and the new door skins installed. So I'm a proponent of this panel adhesive, and I glue almost all my panels on. Like the door panels, we glue them on. We glue on everything these days. It's much stronger than welding, and there's no warpage. So anyway, this is all glued on. But it all lines up nice. Got the new lower brace on. Here's a picture with the front bumper installed to make sure everything's going to fit right. It looks pretty good. Here's a section of the drip rail we had to replace. We had to make a new piece and install it. That's actually was the only area that they had started on from the other shop. It looked like Godzilla got a hold of it. But anyway, we made a new piece for it and welded that in, and that pretty much took care of the drip rails all the way around. The drip rails were pretty solid. The rust was all in the bottom of the car mostly, and it just beat to hell. So Jose's here doing all the body work on it, getting it going, and we get in the paint booth and decided to go ahead and get the roof painted, so get that out of the way. We painted this in 3 stages. We did the roof, we did the bottom of the car, and we did the middle of the car. It's just too big to try to do it all at one time. So anyway, there's the roof painted and the bumpers. So that was done. Then we decided to go ahead and install the front windshield, and come to find out they fit like crap. So we had to do a whole bunch more adjusting on the front. We thought we had it right. I don't know what happened, but it took some more to get the windshields to fit in the hole correctly. But we got them in there, we got them all squared up, and then we were able to continue on. But you can see here the roof is painted, and we're doing this kind of work at the bottom of it, which we don't really like to do at this point, but it had to be done. So we straightened the windows out, and then smooth in the lower portion of the face. You see here, it actually comes separate from the top half. And we're moving the area here to do some adjusting and cutting and welding in here. So now you can see we got it, the blue on it. Nice color, it looked real nice. The car was actually going to be green, two-tone green for the whole time we had it until the last minute. He changed his mind. Then with this blue, it looked real nice. So we painted the blue on it. We just we don't need masking at this point because we don't want any mask lines. So we just let the blue flow for the most part, and then we go over jams quite a bit, even though we're going to come back with the white because the interior is going to be white, and the blue would actually be blue on top of the white. To make it look right, we had to redo. We put white over top of the blue in the jams. You'll see in a few minutes here. There's an engine compartment all painted up. We had to replace both panels on both sides of the engine. All the hinges, all that stuff, and it's all brand new. Here's also small parts all painted up. Much easier to paint them off the car at this point. There's the driver's side. So we roll tape on the bottom there so it leans in with a soft edge, and then we keep the majority of the overspray off the top of it that way. Here's the some engine tins and small parts to paint it up. And there's some more pictures of them, at least the bottom of the doors. So here we're masking off and do the white, which is actually kind of a gray color really, but we're masking off the top of it, and the body parts didn't front and back, we didn't work fit exactly, and so what we did was we wanted the line to be straight, so you can see here how we masked it so that the white would be straight. Otherwise it'd have these little jogs in the paint and it wouldn't look right when it was all done. So here it is with the middle painted, what they call cloud white. It's kind of a gray really. And the white you see over top of the blue is just from sanding or prepping that area before we painted it. And you get a picture, you can get an idea of the door jambs, how we did them from here. The majority of them would be white because you want to have the doors closed. You want to see white on the inside of the vehicle since the rest are going to be white. Now you see inside the door here, we had to actually lengthen the doors like 3/8 of an inch. There's just no way. I mean, we did everything we could, but it had to lengthen these doors 3/8 of an inch. The skins were just that much bigger. Here's the rear door jamb. We cut the line at the middle of the garnish molding there in the back. From the door seals in stayed white, and everything on the outside, of course, is going to be blue. But you see how it looks much nicer with the white being with the jog, eliminating that jog there, we put that white there. There's the front, came up pretty nice. And then after it was cut and buffed, we decided to go ahead and put the belt line molding on it, and we got that all installed here, as you can see. It was actually pretty decent, pretty easy to put that stuff on. I was actually surprised. There's the front. It really makes it look nice, that stuff on there. Makes it look real finished. And then on the dash, we did some custom gauges on it. So we filled it and then hole sawed out the areas for the left there with the small gauges, and we put the speedometer in the middle there. I had to fill that hole to be able to, for the speedometer to fit right. Another view. And then the winch and the door glass frames. Those are a whole other job, getting those right. So those are all on there. Getting the rubber in the groove is a real bitch. We got it though. There's the front bumper installed. Look real nice with the bumpers painted white like that. There's the rear. It's time to go home. So now I went to Arizona, getting the engine and train put in it, or getting the engine all done, getting it finished up, and hopefully see you on the road here pretty soon. I want to thank Eric for being a great customer, and look forward to working with him in the future if it comes around. Please no more piece of crap Brazilian bus though. Let's try to get something a little bit nicer. That thing was a lot of work. Anyway, bye now.